It's my last mani of Disney Halloween week, and today we have the Sanderson sisters. Because I'm sure virgins light candles on Halloween night regularly. So this is another color extravaganza mani. We've got limelight and a cream. We have poison and a metallic. Highly recommend poison. Love this one. Greenhouse is also quite lovely. It is a cream stamping polish. This is a new one I bought. I'd never tried before, but I wanted something to kind of give me brown fall vibes. So that was one I picked up. I also recently picked up Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead and hibiscus are different colors, I swear. One's a little more neon, one's a little more muted. We're also going to use starfish for this. And my personal favorite, coconut. I also had to order another one of these. And frozen. This one has a pearlescent finish. It's a white with a pearlescent finish. And then we have cinnamon sweets. I don't know where this came from. It says Maniology on the bottle, but I can't find it on the website. I have no idea where it came from. Cannot find it anywhere. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break up this cute little image of the three Sanderson sisters together. It's a very cartoony image, and what I'm doing is just going through and trying to stamp each one individually and trying not to get polish everywhere so that I can go in and take it off where they overlap. So I went in with tape, and you can see on the sister on the left here that I haven't taken her sister off yet on the right. So I noticed when I was filming the Harry Potter stuff that if you need to remove something from an image, a lot of times if you actually put polish on it first, it will make it easier to go in with tape and not lift up lines that you don't want to lift up. I have had that happen before where you'll barely tap on a line that's kind of the main line of an image and it'll pull the whole thing off. So if you put the polish down first while you're reverse stamping, it will help keep everything in place while you're picking off the parts that you don't need. Now, it does take a little bit to pick all this off, and you have to be very careful and very detailed about it. So I did get as much as I could off before I went back in and did the final kind of pick and pull. I am going to go through, and normally what I do when I reverse stamp is I kind of work furthest in to out. So like normally I would start with the eyes because those need to be filled in first and they can be covered up later by skin tone or whatever, right? But in this case, because I was doing so many of them at once, I just decided to go ahead and do the skin first and let that start to dry. It was also the one that was the most detailed and kind of stressing me out a little bit, so I just wanted to knock it out. And then I was able to just kind of go in and tap in coconut for their eye color, and start working on hair and the details of the dresses and that kind of stuff. I had to do some research on this. I could not remember what color the Sanderson sisters wore in the movies, which is really weird because I just watched this movie last year. It's on the Disney Plus app for anybody who has it. And if you're over 40 and you also have the Disney Plus app, leave me a comment. Oh, did I just give away my age? I think I did. I'm over 40 for the record. I'm an old fart. Not cool anymore. Crack lots of dad jokes, you know, back hurts. I'm just going to go in and fill in her hair first. And that Annatto Clay color is perfect for brown hair. I love that one. It might be one of my new favorite browns. Unfortunately, the bottle did come with a little bit of a leak in it, so I had to go through and clean out a bunch of it. It was pretty messy, but I got it done. I just use like a lint-free cloth and kind of wipe around the edges when it does that. It was one of those where it had pooled on the outside of the bottle top. I don't know. It was irritating, but the color's gorgeous. And what I'm doing on this is we're going to do a green background with dark green polka dots on it. And so I needed a different green for Winifred's dress so that everything would kind of match, but still show up on the green. And this color, cinnamon sweets, I think it was, it's pretty sheer. It's almost like a jelly kind of consistency. It ended up looking great on this. I really have no clue where this came from. It has to be a collection or something where I bought the whole collection. Maybe. I don't know. But I was very annoyed it was not on the Maniology website. We are going to go in here now and we're going to paint a sweetheart neckline with this starfish color. Her, and I can't remember all their names right now, but her dress kind of had purpley, faded out purple and kind of like a rosy pink tones to it. There was just not enough room on this stamp to kind of do that. So artist liberty, I did what I wanted. But I love, you know, her hair in the movie, you can tell it's kind of supposed to be platinum, but it pulls a little brassy. Yay for 90s hair color. It pulled a little brassy, so I just went through and wanted to do it as kind of a platinum color, and I really liked it on her. Now, these Mundo de Unos plates that I'm using for these, I'm really liking them. I still think they're etched just a tiny, like a hair too thick. Because I always have to go through and make sure there's no cotton pickings left over on it. So, you know, I like them, but they could be better. And with those particular designs with those sisters, they are incredibly thin lines. So you do have to work super, super fast to get those to pick up. It took me like 3 tries to pick up Winifred. So that is something to think about with those. And while I'm stamping like this, if I have a, you know, like a peel off, a mani peel around the edges, I always kind of go through and break that up with the cuticle stick just to make sure it doesn't dry all stuck together. Then of course you just want to peel everything off, and we're going to top coat. Now I'm going to have to do some digging and some research because I am having horrible problems with smearing out of nowhere. I don't know why. It's not like I haven't been doing this for over a year and painting my nails for over 10 years. It's just all of a sudden these products that I normally use together are just being smeary and jerky, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the humidity in that room. I had to kind of close the air off in that room because the air vent's right over my table and it was making stuff dry too fast. So I may have to play with that a little bit because I'm getting tired of having to go back and clean up crap that smeared later. And you can see those polka dots smeared like crazy. And I'm letting them dry for like 5 to 10 minutes in between coats and stuff, and they're still doing it. So something funky's going on. It's really annoying when you've never had that problem and then just all of a sudden, boom, it won't stop doing it. Now she had dried almost all the way, so I had to go through and press her down some. And anything that folds over the edge, you can just go under and trim it off. And then we just topped it off with a matte coat to finalize everything. So I'm very curious what you think. Let me know if you loved it. I thought it came out super cute. You can watch another video in the upper right hand corner. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.